2024 Triple Crown Series underway.
It's such a fun city and track, and the layout's amazing. For the first round, it couldn't be better. Back in 2018, I went 1-1, got the red plate to start the season, and yeah, I've kind of always just envisioned that goal over and over again. It's such a great day, and if we did it once, why can't we do it again?
I want to right some wrongs, I would say. Calgary last year didn't go how I wanted to, bad starts, and just wasn't good enough, so I want to right some wrongs.
Had good results here like the last couple times I was here, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a good way to kick off the season.
You know, I've had good experiences at Calgary, so I'm hoping this weekend is the same.
It's a race that first round, you know, obviously you want to do good because you want to be in a good position for the championship, but I think it's a race that you need to let the race come to you a little bit.
The hype is exciting, right? Obviously the first moto of the year, everybody's got the jitters, the nerves.
Yeah, Moto 1, I got the whole shot. I did a nice race, did my own thing, and I won. And then the second Moto, I got a bad start, and it took me a little bit too long to get through the pack. So, yeah, Viviana was gone, and I just ended up second. But I tied in points, and I was pretty happy with it.
The 1-1 would have been even better, but I mean, I can't ask for more. Like 2 whole shots, 1-2, got the overall today, and yeah, I think it starts the year really good, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the series. I feel I'm ready this year to get that 3rd championship. I hope. Like, I'm gonna work hard for it, and that's about it.
I was happy to get through it. Like, I always try and take positives away, and I feel like there was lots that I could take away from that, even though it didn't go well. So I feel like, yeah, it was what it was. First round out of the way, it's always a weird one, you know, like you want to do good, but then you maybe don't, so then you just get through it, yeah.
It was pretty well a dream day. It was pretty good. We started off the season with a couple hole shots and a 2-1 for the first overall. It's been 3 years since I won, and man, so many ups and downs, and it's a mental battle for sure. To dig yourself out of some of those holes, it's you really just got to trust the process and surround yourself with good people, and I believe good things happen after that. So yeah, we got some momentum, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, the guys came out swinging, 1-1 on the day. I mean, last time we did that, I think, was like 2016, so it's been a long time coming. Long time coming for Jess to get an overall. You know, we've been winning some motos here and there in the last couple of years, but didn't get the overall. So to get that, like, you know, first round, I think it shows the amount of work that not only the team, but the rider have been putting in. They had a really good preseason, and I think it shows. So super excited, super proud of everyone on that team. They worked so hard all winter. You know, so super excited for what's coming up. You know, this is just the beginning.
Went there year over year, and yeah, it's a great place. I always said it would be a great place for a national, so I'm excited to go there for round 2.
I rode the day before, 2 days before Calgary last year. It's a cool track. That's like, I'm really looking forward to that.
Did practice on that track last year. I really liked it.
No expectation. I have no clue what we're getting into, so which is, I think it's cool for everyone.
Because since it was 2 rounds like in the same weekend, and most people didn't know, so many people were confused about why I was getting blue plates, because I didn't make a race report after the Saturday, only after Sunday, and at that point I had regained the red plates, but there was pictures coming out of me with blue plates, and people were like, where are these coming from? I was feeling good on the Sunday. I knew, like, if I could just get a good start and focus and do my own race, I could be, you know, like, in a good position, and they redid the track a little bit, so I knew it would work out in our favor. So I just went out for practice. It went super well, and I knew I just had to get a good start and put my head down for the motos, and it worked out.
Made a change for the second moto. that got me real comfortable again, and so I was able to actually ride how I wanted. And I feel like after Dylan crashed, it was just Tanti and myself, and I was moving forward. I was starting to find my flow, and then the red flag came out, and I was like, but whatever, it is what it is, you know. Another race where it's just like, well, we'll take it on the chin and go again next weekend.
First moto, I set the pace early again to keep that pace with myself and Dylan. We checked out from the rest of the field, I think like 20 plus seconds. Had a crash maybe about halfway through, gathered my stuff back together, and Dylan had gone past. I pushed at the end and it got a little bit closer, but yeah, it was just, we were maintaining the gap. Into the second moto, I think we were tied. We had another battle. We were kind of back and forth a little bit, and then he had a big crash. So it was kind of hard to mentally where to put myself after that, because there was medics and so much like stuff going on, and then didn't really feel like a win at all. Like, yeah, it was halfway through the moto. They called the race, went to the podium and celebrate, but it was definitely a weird feeling. So not normal win feeling, I'd say.
Extra motivation to have the red plates, but at the same time it comes with a little like pressure of like you gotta keep it. Second moto, I executed what I was supposed to do the first moto and then got the whole shot, and actually I got passed by Drew in the first lap. He was again, like, looks like he's a really good sprinter in the first like lap. I think on lap 2 he went down, and that opened the door for me to take the lead, and from there I did some really good laps in the beginning, got a gap. And after that, I just managed the track. Was brutal. Happy I stayed on 2 wheels, and yeah, I was able to grab the win in that moto.
Perfect weekend. 1-1-1 and 2 for Josiah. I mean, can ask for much more. We with a clean sweep, obviously not the way we would have liked it to be. With you know, one of our competitors getting hurt. I hope he's okay. At the end of the day, you know, the boys did amazing, including Eve. Eve rode with a 1-1. She swept the day, so. Super happy, super proud of this team. It's early in the season, still a lot of racing to go, but let's keep the ball rolling.
If we win, we get pizza, so yeah, we're gonna try to keep that rolling, I guess. No, it's a good start of the season for our whole team. We're both me and Jess are leading the points, and can't really ask for more, honestly. Like, we've been putting a lot of work, and we're trying to be like smart through that and be there every weekend.
A mud race is kind of like a lot of stuff's out of your control. So in my opinion, it just takes the pressure off. And when the gate drops, you get a good start. You could win. You could get 15th. You don't really know. So you just have to just go in with a light move.
Honestly, I was walking around when they were trying to clean the track off, and I was like, wow. Like,
when I woke up and showed up there and saw the track, I was not negative about it. I don't mind the mud conditions, but it turned out to be not so bad.
I had a good feeling. Like, I felt like I was where I needed to be. But then just a strange day with the getting postponed all day, and I think I did 4 laps in practice, which I think everybody probably didn't do much, you know, just how muddy it was. But I was just calm. I was ready to go, and yeah, well, the feeling was awesome. Like, across that finish line, I was pumped. Like, it was, you know, you come in with goals, and when you don't achieve goals, it's like, I always look at myself, and then I'm looking at, man, why am I not where I want to be? And then finally it happened, so I was stoked on that.
Feels good. I want some more of those. It was a good day. Yeah, I can't complain. 4 laps of practice and then straight into a race. So kind of sketchy, but we made it work.
Felt like I didn't ride good in the first moto, so I was a little bit frustrated just with my riding. I hadn't learned and adapted the track, you know, fast enough with the mud conditions in qualifying. So I was actually really excited for the second moto, because I feel like I kind of was getting my groove at the end of the first moto. But yeah, I had a wild ride on the start in the second moto, so that kind of all went south after the first like 50 feet, and I just had to get my stuff together and put my head down and try and work through the pack, come from behind. And Josiah rode really well too. I think we were close in speed, and he already had a 20-second gap, so I just had to salvage what I could at that point. But yeah, he rode well that day.
Yeah, you never know with the red flags. Like, sometimes it turns out in your favor, sometimes it doesn't, and yeah, that time it didn't really turn out good for me. I was out front, and then yeah, I don't know, for some reason after that my day kind of turned around in a bad way. I didn't really feel comfortable on the track. There's yeah, I can say I struggled on the track in Manitoba, and yeah, just gotta accept it, I guess, and turn the page and move on.
It was a weird day with the rain, and we were pushed to the end of the day, and we didn't even know if we were gonna have one moto, two moto, and they were back to back, and they were shorter, and it was all a mess. But I knew that if I wanted to win the championship, I needed to get at worst 2-2. So I got the first start, and I got a bad start. I don't know what I did, but I was super far, and like I knew I couldn't waste time like staying behind the girls because I needed to be at least second, right? So I tried to make an aggressive pass right off the start, and I just like slipped, so I fell. So I was like back in like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, whatever. And then I just pushed really hard the first few laps, and I apologized with the girls because I was really aggressive. But I knew I needed to, like, I knew it was a shorter moto too, so I didn't have a lot of time, and it needed to happen because if I was finishing third, then I needed to win the second moto, and sometimes you just can't guarantee that. So I was like, I knew I needed to get back to second, so I made it happen. And then the second moto, I knew Viviana kept coming up all and railing the outside on the start, so I was like, ah. I came into the corner and just kind of let it flow, and I think it just, you know, surprised her, and she made a mistake, but I didn't even know she was gone for the first full lap. So I was just racing, and I was like, oh my god, like it's happening. And then like I come around, and my dad rides like plus 13 or something, and I'm like, wait a second, like nobody's behind me. So yeah, and then I just had kind of a chill moto, and it was fun to just like enjoy it.